So here's the mini split. And on a day like this, when it's in the 90s, summer in the South, you're gonna be glad that you have one of these. It heats and cools. I don't use it for most of the year. But then when it's hot in the summertime and during the really cold periods, which we don't have a ton of that, but if I need to warm it up a little bit out here, I can. The more comfortable it is here in the workshop, the more I want to be out here. And if I don't want to be out here and I'm sweating or I'm freezing when I'm out here in the shop, I find that I just spend less time. It's probably 3.5 feet wide by maybe a foot tall by about 8 inches deep, and it mounts right to your wall. The pipe that has the small duct that air moves through and the wiring all sits back behind that, so there's nothing that goes down your wall. But because I had this window here and because of my setup, they went ahead and ran that pipe down the wall here. So I built this and painted it the same color as the wall to hide that. And if it was inside, I wouldn't have done that. Since it's a garage workshop, I thought it was okay, and I think it turned out pretty nice, and it does hide that. So it turned out pretty well. And I've got it set now to where the louver is moving, so you can see what that looks like. A little bit loud out here, but this is what the unit looks like on the outside. You can see the window there. That's the window in the back of my workshop. And this unit is about, I'd say, half the size of my other air conditioner unit, which I'll show you right here. There's my other full-size unit. And then there is the one for the mini split. That's a footing that they put it on down there. That is plastic, not concrete, so they set it right on that footing. All this was done in one day. Here's where it goes into the house, and that's all bundled together. All of the ductwork and pipes and everything that go into the house, and then it comes and connects there on the back of the unit. As far as electricity goes, you see the conduit coming off the side there, going up into that box, and then making its way down there to my big electrical box on the side of the house there. And one feature that it has is this iFeel. So it senses the room temperature where the remote control is. So if you're on the other side of the room and you have the remote control, it will sense the temperature in the room, and if you've set it to cool, and let's say you've set it to 72 degrees, it will make it 72 degrees where the remote is. So you've got two options. You can do the iFeel and just the normal setting where it senses the temperature at the unit. And here's what the remote looks like. Very intuitive, very easy to use. So why did I go with a Trane? So the research that I did at that time, and I believe this is still the case, the market leader was Mitsubishi. So Mitsubishi makes a unit, does the exact same thing, doesn't have any other features really than the Trane does, but it is the top of the line. It's the Mercedes of the mini splits. The Trane, as far as energy efficiency, the ratings, how quickly it can cool down a room, was basically giving me the same performance for a lot less of a price. It probably would have cost me $6,000–$7,000 to put the Mitsubishi in here. This one I paid about $4,000. Now if you want to do some of the work yourself, you can probably bring that price down. If you know someone who does heating and air that can cut you a deal, can bring that down even further. I didn't have any of those things, so this is $4,000, me contacting the heating and air company, have them send somebody out, sell me this unit, which I already kind of knew which one I wanted, and then have the guys come over and install it. So the full service package. The guys did a great job. Trane, it's a good name. This is a good way to go.